rage like real. I ain't taking L's in Madden all year.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to show you guys this nice scheme based out of this stretch play inside the Bills playbook in Madden 23. So if you enjoyed the video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go in and sub and turn post notifications on. So essentially what this video is going to be, about the IForm slot formation, and it's going to be building kind of a mini scheme behind one of the best stretch plays in the game, which is this halfback stretch alert. You guys already seen this play in previous Maddens. It's been good all year. Even in, like I said, past Madden's been good, but I wanted to bring this video to show you why, you know, a couple other plays I would complement with this to have more passing options, because some of you guys might like to audible down to this formation, so that's kind of what this scheme is meant for. So as far as the audible goes, I have halfback lead, I have halfback stretch alert, PA shot post, and I have fullback flare. And again, the playbook that I'm in is the Bills offensive playbook, so I'm in the Bills offensive playbook. But this formation can be found in others. I believe the Giants also have every single play that I'm about to mention, but I believe those are the only two playbooks that have the passing plays. Now, there's other playbooks that have the halfback stretch alert, so just make sure you know that. Now, last thing, I do have an ebook website, allthingsmadden.com, so if you're interested, I have about 15 different formations on there. Go ahead and take a look through that. And if you're interested in joining the CFL for PS4, make sure you go ahead and check out All Things Madden on the All Things Madden tab. It's the free one, okay? Not the paid, the free CFL. And if you're interested in personal ebooks, meaning that I make you a formation, just go ahead and go to the personal ebook section and request a formation for me to do, like this one, of course. So anyways, all that out the way, let's go ahead and get into this video. So first and foremost, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna come out in fullback flare, but I'm gonna kind of talk to you about why I like this. Now, most of the time, people's either gonna run 3-4 odd. They're gonna run some people run 5-2. Maybe you don't see that one as much, but you see 3-4 odd, and you'll see nickel 3-3-5 cub or nickel 3-3 cub, or you'll see 3-3-5 normal. But I want to talk to you about majority of the community, so I'm going to be basing everything out of 3-4 odd. And again, that's because most people match personnel. So if you come out in a heavy set, they'll come out in a heavy set defense. If you come out in a light set offense like shotgun, they'll come out in a light set like dollar. So that's why I'm doing 3-4 odd, just to kind of let you know. Now, what I'm gonna do is show you the most pretty much the things you'll always look for when people run against you. So that's cover 3, people run cover 2, people are going to run the man blitz, and they're going to run just regular man coverage. So they're also going to run cover 4 drop, so I'm going to come out in cover 4 drop. So first and foremost, I want to show you this run play. So you guys probably already know it already, but this is just basically a halfback dive. There's nothing special. Now, I love the double team any D tackle that's right above the center, so that's me personally. Normally it's going to kind of help out, and then you're just gonna, you know, it's nothing special. It's literally just, you know, a halfback dive, nothing special, but it's just a really good run play to complement, especially with this halfback stretch alert. Now, the stretch alert, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just one of the best in the game because they actually block on the right side. That is why it's so good, because you have to kind of, your opponent kind of has to know how to stop this pre-hand to kind of have a chance at stopping it. And of course, also, you know, you guys can throw that if they don't have a defender out there. That's part of what makes this formation good. Now, obviously, 3-4 odd is a great formation to defend this particular run play in, because the guy sits right here for the bubble. So that's why it's already pretty good to defend. But anyways, you get the gist of it. Notice how right here we're going to be able to get outside, and you want to make sure you put a running back in at the fullback spot. So if you look right here, we have Naheem Hines. So you really need to make sure you sub in a running back for the fullback spot. So again, really love the run plays. Now, what you probably came for is the passing play. So first and foremost, I got 2 of them for you. So fullback flare, I love this as a man coverage variation. So PA shot post is exactly what it sounds like. It's a shot play, meaning that I love to call this when I want to bomb coverages. So first and foremost, your opponent's going to feel like they're safe, and they're going to use one of these 2 hook zones, and they're going to run a cover 4 drop style defense. Now, what we're going to do to counter that, I'm going to spy Kenny Clark just so I don't have to worry about getting instant shedded. What you want to do is take circle, put them on a slant. You want to take R1, which is your fullback, and you want to put them on a curl route. And lastly, you want to motion and slant across. Now, this setup will bomb every single coverage in the game, every single one of them. So watch this right here. So what we're going to do is wait, and then you're going to be able to throw that out there. We're going to be able to bomb cover 4 drop for a one-play touchdown. And the reason that this is so great is because we only have 3 routes on the field. So we have we actually have 4, but we have the ability to put 3. So this running back check down route is not needed at all. It's just good if they're not blitzing you, because what we're going to do is make a 1-2 read right here between the user, because a lot of times the user will be on this guy, or they're going to be on this hook zone. It all depends, but they're going to have to user one of these 2 players. And I love this because if for some reason this bomb is not open, maybe you run out of time, then I love this running back here because we have the ability to playmaker this guy, okay? So that's why I love that particular, I love doing that right there. So I'm going to spy Kenny Clark again. And this time I'll just kind of show you we're going to go to PA shot post, circle on a slant, and then I'm going to leave the running back on his route. Well, I'm gonna leave the running back in there blocking, because it's literally up to you, but I prefer to have the running back. It just makes this play a lot better. But anyways, you can tell right here, square is still gonna get over the top, and as long as that's your fastest receiver, you're gonna be fine. You'll be able to bomb it every single time. So moving forward, we're gonna talk about cover 2, and it's gonna be literally the same exact thing. Now I'm gonna try not to spy nobody here, but keep in mind we're on all Madden practice mode, so there's really no guarantee, okay? So if you don't feel like your opponent blitz, this is the setup you want to use every single time. And like I said, this is versus cover 2, kind of peep circle, peep R1, and then what we're going to be able to do is just bomb them straight down the field. And this is good because a lot of times when you run this type of formation, you run this type of offense, either your opponent's going to all out man blitz you, or they're going to sit back and stop zone coverage. That's just how people play when they run 3-4 odd. That's just what I've seen. Now, like I was telling you, this is good because if for some reason the user's not here, we could throw this ball right now if we want to. And it's only just because of this slant and this curl route concept is going to force that vertical hook, force that mid read to kind of play it. Notice how the mid read is going to completely abandon this, and he's going to drop down on our curl, and that's what's going to allow this route right here just to get extremely wide open. So you can tell already why I love this play. So that was a cover. Also, let's take a look at cover 3, okay? Now, with cover 3, the only way you can bomb cover 3, okay? Please make sure y'all listen. The only way you can bomb cover 3 is if your opponent's rushing 3 or less people, right? So if they're doing something like this, you could still, you could potentially bomb cover 3. If they're doing something, like, let's see, if they're playing like a double Mabel to that side and then a quarterback spy right here, or if they're doing something like that where they're rushing 3 or less, okay, you can bomb them. Just need you to make sure you know that. If they're rushing 4 or 5 as you're playing cover 3, do not try this, okay? Because it's not going to work. It's just not smart football to try that. So anyways, we're going to do this setup right here. And but again, you don't need the R1 right there like that. You don't need it, okay? Now, I love this play action though. It's going to help the block and just develop a little bit more. And what I was trying to show you, even now, you can kind of tell in practice mode just how much time we had to buy. And that's why I said that it's not that viable unless they are rushing 3 or less people, okay? But I just needed to show you real quick so you can understand, like, hey, if my opponent's rushing 3 or 2 people, I can actually try this bomb play. And the reason that this works is because just how deep this post route is ran. And what you want to do, you want to throw this ball right about now. Now, notice I wasn't able to because I was throwing it now, but I got sacked. But you want to throw this ball right when he crosses his face. And what's going to happen is you're going to throw it out here. And he's going to be able to run and get it. And it's because that this cornerback right here is not going to register that route is coming. It's way too deep. And that's why that gets open. But again, you almost never want to try that versus cover 3. That's only special circumstances. So next thing I want to show you is man blitz, because that's more than likely what you're going to get a lot of times when you run this. Now, just for all Madden practice mode sake, I'm going to spy the top 3 people, and then what we're going to do here is we're going to go PA shot post, and I'm going to show you the other play too, and then that's going to wrap it up for the video. But for this other play, if you know they're man blitzing, okay, you know without a shadow of doubt they're man blitzing you. There's 2 things I like to do. Either A, I'll take circle, put them on a slant, motion them across. Or B, if I don't have a great tight end, like if I just have an average tight end like Knox, I'll just take them and put them on the out route, and I'll smart route it. So this way the out route is going to be more likely to win than that corner route. Unless, you have an elite tight end, then it doesn't really matter. But look at circle, then we're going to peep X. And then lastly, you want to come back to the square read, because that's about the time you'll be able to throw it. That's about the time you'll have in the pocket. Because what your opponent is going to do is your opponent is going to sit here on one of these linebackers. they're going to come down, they're going to touch one of these linemen, and then they're going to try to scream at you. That's why we have 3 routes on the field. And what they're going to do is touch the lineman, and they're going to come back and use it as slant. They're going to do it every single time. And so your 2 reads, when you get man blitzed, which I'll show you here in a second, when you get man blitzed, your 2 reads is going to be here and it's going to be here, okay? Now, I should have enough time to show you in practice, but I just needed to make sure that I needed to make sure I show you the read progression, okay? Now, what they'll do, they'll probably call inside and they'll probably call underneath so they can get really good press animations. And what they're going to do is take their user and they're going to stay in the middle. So what we'll do is we'll block our running back. I like to block my running back twice, and when you block them each twice, notice how this angle changes to be back some. And we'll take X, put them on the in route, out route, smart route it. And again, we're looking at X or square. Normally circle's going to get covered, but look at X, and then you could create some separation by drifting that way in the pocket, okay? So that's exactly how it's going to look. And again, I'm taking this much time because this is what you'll see when you load up in the real game. This is what people will run. They're going to come here. They're going to try to get somebody free. And what we're going to do is just hope that we can have good blocking. And again, I could have threw this right now if I wanted to. Normally, you get a good catch animation when you throw that. If nobody's on a slant, obviously I'll take the slant. But you'd want to put your best receiver, whoever your best is, you'd want to put them right there because that's what we're going to try to take the top off the defense with. So really, really love that play. Now, last thing we'll talk about in today's video is if they play defense like this, then so anything like this, or maybe if they do something like this, or something like this where they're going to use this guy, or even if they play something that looks like this and they use this guy. No matter what style of man coverage they play, I really love this setup right here. Is everybody accounted for? I think R1. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna spy these two, but when people play this style of man coverage, I really love to come to this play right here. And the reason why is because this route right here. So it might not look like it, but this route can actually get behind man coverage really well. And it's a great compliment. So whoever your best 2 receivers are, you're going to feast with these right here if they're going to try to play man coverage. Now, if their best cornerback is on this player right here, don't worry about it. Then I would go to, the other play with this guy. But anyway, I just want to show you the setup. So what I like to do is take square, still put them on a slant. Now, what I like to do here, it depends. So sometimes I'll leave Knox on his route right here, or sometimes I'll put him on a drag. But for now, I'm going to leave him on what he has. Now, I'm going to press because most of the time people are going to press when they play man. But what we're going to do is tap the ball right about here, and it's going to be between square and then look at circle. So what I was showing you that is that I don't know how he just caught that with 3 people, but what I wanted you to see is that he actually can't run away from that middle third guy. That's what's really important here. So if they try to play a man coverage and leaving that safety in the middle third, I love this setup because he'll just run past them. You can tell he just clearly just ran past him. Now this is just Jir being Jir. That's why he's on him like glue. But what's important is look at how much separation they have. And also, if you notice this happening where the guy peels off right here, that's why I told you it depends, because sometimes I'll put this guy on an out route. So when you put him on an out route, that guy is not going to do that. So I'll show you that real quick, and then that's going to be the video. And I appreciate you guys that are still here, for real. I truly appreciate y'all. But anyways, you'll get something that looks like this, and I pray I have enough time because I'm not going to spy anybody. But what I like to do to make sure that never happens is just re-put them on an out route, and then we're going to motion this guy across. Now, the good thing about these halfback flares is that they're blocking releases. So if they're blitzing, they're going to stay in check first, if that makes sense. So look at square, and then what we're going to do here is look at circle, but I'll go on the replay, show you that, and then that's going to wrap it up for the video. But like I said, man, it's all Madden practice mode, so it's bound to happen. And also, you can always block your running backs if you want to. If you want to feel more safe, you could definitely block them. But this backside slant, you can tell is going to get open. But what I wanted you to pay attention to here is look at the separation that we're able to get, and look at how we can actually lead past this all the way out there. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video, though. I do hope you guys have a blessed day. And remember, when you use this offense, this is for audibling down, okay? So if you're in the Bills playbook, and let's just say, actually, we'd have to be in another set. So let's see. I actually want to talk about this for a second, but you can either use this for audible it down or coming out in. But I believe as long as we meet the criteria, so something like so even something, it has to be a split back type of offense, actually, just because of what we're in for this particular playbook. So for example, oh, actually we can't. So I don't think you use this particular playbook, but they do have other formations where you can audible down from. So anyways, let's just make sure we are right before I kind of let's see what happens if we put a tight end here, because if we put a tight end, I believe at that point we can audible down from split close, I believe. So just kind of showing you real quick for those guys that are still here. I figure, you know, you'd like to have some value in knowing what formation you can audible down in. So if we put a I can't talk. If we put a tight end here at the fullback position, we get some more formations open to us. We get deuce close, which is a great run playbook or run formation. We get yeah, so the best one I like is deuce close, and single back wing slot is actually pretty good. So for those of you guys that's under center and demons, you'll like to know that. So if you just put in a tight end right here, you'll be able to audible to other under center formations. But unfortunately, we can't access any shotgun formations just simply because of personnel, because we don't have 3 receivers. So anyways, I promise you that's all now. That's a wrap up for this video. I do hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.